Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central one-on-one podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 14, 2024. I have interviewed Head of Scheduling at 7, Brooke Hall, and Senior Vice President, Content and Programming at Paramount, Daniel Monahan. We now turn to the ABC. In the recent 2022-2023 Commercial TV Expenditure Report, it was revealed that 7, 9 and 10 had spent a combined $0 on Australian children's drama, and in terms of other children's content, the combined total was less than $1 million. It was a timely reminder of the importance of the ABC and what it does in the space of children's programming. Whilst the commercial networks focus on big-budget, multi-night reality programming, the ABC has again given us a timely reminder that if you want good quality Australian drama and comedy, Auntie is the number one destination. Roberta Allan is the ABC's Head of Programming, Acquisitions and Streaming. She's responsible for the content strategy for ABC iView and ABC's broadcast television channels, which involves programming, overseeing all content acquisitions and being part of the commissioning green light team. Prior to joining the ABC in 2020, she held various positions at BBC Studios Australia, spanning programming and acquisitions, working across Australia and New Zealand. Roberta, thank you for joining me at TV Central.
Oh, thanks, Aaron. Excited.
All right. Well, there has been a big recent announcement about ABC's multi-channel changes that will be effective from June 3, just around the corner. Let's start with ABC Family. What can viewers expect from that channel?
Yeah, so all coming on Monday, which we're very excited about. ABC Family will flow off the back of ABC Kids in a broadcast environment. So that's from 7:30 p.m. But because that's only going for a few hours a day, we're also going to be launching a 24/7 stream on ABC iView of family-friendly co-viewing content. And then all that content will be available on demand on ABC iView as well. So it's a really big offering there. And the strategy is all about leaning into the strength we have in ABC Kids and allowing audiences to age up with us in a safe environment with their parents and carers. And I guess that's really, really important to us because we want to take these kids with us and help them to learn all the amazing content that we have. Big title in ABC Family will be Hard Quiz Kids, which from what I've seen, Tom is brilliant as always, but the kids give as good as they get. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But also we'll have family movies. We're going to have new series. There's a show called Style It Out, which is like an eco-fashion design series with children in the lead. We'll have Natural History with Steve Backshall. There'll be Mythbusters, What's Your Problem? But we're also going to have our favourites, Little Lunch and Investigators, the kind of shows that parents don't mind watching with their kids. In fact, really enjoy watching with their kids. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And as I said in the intro, so important with the ABC and the children's space. So ABC entertains. What kind of programming will that channel have?
Yeah, so ABC Entertains, it calls out our commitment to entertainment genre. And when we say entertainment, there's obviously our panel and quiz shows, but it's entertainment in terms of just making enjoyable content for everybody. So we're going to have dramas. We're going to have the new seasons of Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire and Mayfair Witches, but we'll also have our factual series of Louis Theroux and Adam Hill's The Last Leg. But then we're really getting a lot of comedy in there. So we've got Martin Freeman's Breeders, we've got Greg Davies' The Cleaner, and lots of classics. So Absolutely Fabulous, Gavin and Stacey, as well as heaps of movies. And all that is then going to be going on to ABC iView.
Oh, awesome. Looking forward to Interview with the Vampire. I love that series. Let's go back to kids programming. So what is coming up this year in the kids schedule? And can we expect more Bluey? Because we've seen a few.
Oh, it's the question of everybody. Everybody's question. Yes. I mean, right now we've got a Play School special called Big Ted's Time Machine, and that's brought all the hosts from past of Play School back on air, and within a week it's rocketed up to be one of the top performers. So there is plenty of, I guess, love across the whole slate. We'll soon have the next season of Little Jane Big Cuz, voiced by the amazing Deb Malman. And we've got more Ginger and the Vegasaur. So Ginger, I just want to pause on for a second. I guess this is a show. It's amazing, right? It's so successful for us, but it's doing amazing internationally as well. And that's something we're really proud of, is when we can have a show that works both for us but resonates around the world. But yes, Bluey news. So we did announce, so it's not a new announcement, but we did announce that we've got mini-sodes coming, which we're really excited about. And as soon as there's more news on Bluey, we will announce it. But yeah, Bluey is just a phenomenon, right? And we are so happy that it's with the ABC.
Yeah, it's really interesting watching the ratings sometimes, and you come up, there's all those the big format shows on the commercials, and Bluey's right at the top. It's loved by everyone, not just the kids, isn't it? Another area that ABC have remained committed to is Australian drama. We've already seen the final season of Total Control and the brand new series House of Gods. Now, with the ABC often having all episodes available on ABC iView after the first episode is aired, linear ratings won't give us the full picture. So how did those dramas fare earlier this year?
Yeah, so without those VOD numbers, it doesn't give the whole picture. Maybe it's a good time that I mentioned that ABC iView was the #1 free-to-air BVOD last year, which is an incredible result if you think about the environment that we're in. And we've also been the #1 BVOD for 10 out of the 22 weeks of this year. So we're having actually a really similar shape to last year. So we're feeling good. With Total Control, we launched early in the year, and that really worked for us. Series 3 is just as successful as Series 2, which is a massive feat, right? And everybody's actually been coming in and rewatching Series 1 and 2. So we're getting over 1 million audience just for that series alone. House of Gods had really strong ABC iView numbers, and part of that was it really was a series that you want to binge. So what we're generally finding is that we're not cannibalizing our broadcast numbers by binging on ABC iView. If anything, we're just growing the numbers. But I guess what's really interesting is sort of the percentages. We've just had a series called After the Party go out, which has had heaps of amazing reviews. We've had over 40% of the audience on ABC iView. So yeah, it really does tell a better picture or a fuller picture when we pull those numbers in as well.
Well, Ladies in Black is coming. It follows on from the 2018 film, and the series stars the wonderful Miranda Otto, and will screen Sunday nights from June 16. Can you give the audience a taster of what to expect?
Oh, this is going to be such a visual pleasure. The fashion is incredible. It's a star-studded cast. We've got Debbie Mazur and Miranda Otto, and it's directed by Gracie Otto. We're really excited about this. I think just going into a whole new world, but one that many of our audiences will be familiar with. But given it's an intergenerational story, there's a sort of entry point for most audiences.
All right, a new series, Plum, is coming up. Can you tell me about that? And also give us a little update on my favorite show, The Newsreader.
Yeah, Plum. This is Brendan Cow and Asher Ketty joining forces across an amazing and powerful series called Plum, which is based on Brendan's novel of the same name. Plum is about Peter Plum, a retired national footballer, and he's living the dream until he discovers that he's got a brain disorder as a result of hundreds of head knocks and concussions he's suffered on field. This is a story that will have both, the great humor as well as really poignant moments, and we think it's an amazing story. We're really excited about it. The Newsreader, everybody's favorite series, I think. It's incredible, isn't it? It will be back next year. We're really excited about it. It's just one of those powerhouse programs for us. Everybody's interested on so many different levels, right? The acting is amazing, the stories are incredible, and when they've got those, actual historical moments in it. Series 1 and 2 still getting great audiences on ABC iView every day.
Okay, so as of note, the Newsreader not back this year, but has been moved to next year. Now, for me, the surprise hit from last year was Bay of Fires. One of my favorite actresses is Marta Dusseldorp, and I've done a long form podcast with her. I had previewed the series before it aired, and although I loved it, it did seem niche to me with the quirky kind of angle, but it was definitely a breakout mainstream success. I'm sure the ABC believed in the show from the start, but did you think it exceeded expectations as I thought?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think once Marta's on a project, you're pretty confident. ABC audiences love her, right? But it was amazing to see, I guess, how quickly the numbers came in for it, and that like the word of mouth traveled really fast on it. It was our biggest non-kids program on ABC iView last year, so it was a clear, easy decision to go with the season 2, which is filming right now.
Yeah. So what else can you preview in the drama space for 2024? I gather, obviously, you just mentioned season 2 of Bay of Fires, Return to Paradise. Anything else coming up?
Yeah, Return to Paradise is a really interesting one. It's an Australian spin-off of Death in Paradise, and Death in Paradise is such a favourite with our audiences. So we're really excited about this being filmed in Australia with, I guess, again, quirky storylines, but also, everybody loves crime. They're the big titles for this year, as well as Troppo. Troppo's coming back with a series 2. So series 1 was very successful for us, particularly on ABC iView. So we're really excited for that to come back, filmed in Queensland, same cast as last time. Yeah, let's see what else they get up to.
Well, let's turn to comedy now. And Wednesday nights just keep on giving for the ABC. No point changing the hard quiz weekly Gruen doubles. With Gruen now on and the weekly already played out, what else can viewers expect this year?
Oh, they can expect lots of fun. We've
I hope
got
so.
Shaun Micallef, Shaun Micallef returning with Shaun Micallef's Eve of Destruction, a brand new series from him, where he asks people, "What would you save?" and then destroys it. So that's going to be really fun. And then we've got a brand new series called Guy Montgomery's Guy Mont Spelling Bee. Guy Montgomery is amazing. For anybody that doesn't know him, watch some of the stand-up comedy circuits. He started a spelling bee during COVID with other comedians, and then went, gee, I think there's something in this. Maybe I'll try and make a TV show. And he has had a TV show in New Zealand, and he came in and spoke to us, and here we go. So we've got a lineup of comedians out the door to go on this show, where effectively they have to show their spelling prowess. And then we'll have Question Everything returning later in the year with Will Anderson and Jan Fran. But I guess it's not a Wednesday night program, but we've got Spicks and Specs going out very soon now, and that's going to be on Sundays starting in June.
All right. So also with Wednesday nights, I'm particularly liking the comedy sort of dramas that the ABC experiment with after those shows. I really liked Limbo, Ryan Claw, and another TV Central podcast guest, Bob Morley, were just spot on. You've had White Fever this year. What would you call that 9 p.m. slot on Wednesdays? To me, it almost feels like a sort of push the envelope, surprising, deeper storytelling type of shows. What would you call these type of shows?
I think I'll give it that name because I don't have a name for it. Oh, gee whiz. We love Limbo too. It was another series that really fired on ABC iView. They're not necessarily shows, I think, that we all group together. It's just ones that we actually think will resonate with the audience, and in different ways. I mean, as Australia's biggest commissioner, we need to have a mix of different stories. And these stories, I guess, have given the slate more of a mix and have allowed new creatives to come through. I think White Fever was very much in that place about having new stories and new voices on screen. And that's something that we're always really excited to do.
Yeah. Well, also, Fisk will be back. Now, that's a mega hit for the ABC. The audiences can't get enough. Was that a surprise to you, or did you see hit written all over that one with Kitty Flanagan?
Oh, I think we saw hit. I think it might have exceeded our expectations. Yeah, look, we can't wait for series 3. The audience can't get enough. Series 1 and 2 continue to be bringing in really strong numbers for us. I guess with Fisk, what we've done is create Australia's biggest comedy, and it is traveling the world as well, which is just such a great outcome. One of the amazing things with this as well is Aaron Chen, who many will is a favorite character from Fisk, will be a co-host on Guy Montgomery's Spelling Bee. So it's just great to see these comedians feeding other programs and cross-pollinating.
Yeah. I feel like sort of reversing now to a question that came up before, because we sort of glossed over it, because it's such awesome news that Shaun Micallef is back on the ABC with Eve of Destruction. You gave a little bit of detail, but I mean, it seems like Shaun actually is literally blowing up some celebrities' favorite possessions. So I have to ask why, and tell me more about this series.
I mean, why is he blowing up things, or why is he back?
No. Why is he back? We love having back, but why is he is he actually blowing up, like literally dynamite?
Well, I mean, I've only seen the pilot so far, but yeah, we should expect some real destruction. Look, this is a great vehicle for allowing us to talk to different well-known Australians and learn more about them, right? And in a fun way that only Shaun can do. The caliber of guests coming on, we're really excited about. Just can't wait to get it out, really.
Yeah. Well, Thursday nights I always call super consistent night. It's always comes out very consistently for the audience. Foreign Correspondent, Restoration Australia's been in there, but also all of the Grand Designs. You've had Grand Designs Transformations, Grand Designs New Zealand. You're now moving to Grand Designs UK. And I gather you're going to the Australian version later this year. They have been solid performers against the NRL and AFL. How has this franchise been working for the ABC, and will we see an Australian season this year?
Yes, and yes, I think are the answers there. So we wanted to reinvent Thursday. So I'm very glad it's been consistent this year, and it's a consistent uplift on previous years. So that's been a focus for us. We've had all these amazing lifestyle programs, but when we commissioned both Grand Designs Transformations and Grand Designs Australia, we knew that we had to do something really special with them. Grand Designs Transformations was an amazing way to start the year because we've actually created, like Australia has created a new franchise in the Grand Designs universe. So we wanted to go out early. We wanted to set the tone of Thursdays to create that consistency. And that's exactly what it did. And with that, that's been our most successful lifestyle program to date. And then with that, we've been able to also increase the amount of lifestyle inventory we've had, which meant that on ABC iView, it's just a more holistic experience there. We will have Grand Designs Australia coming later this year, and we can't wait to see what homes they cover, what areas they're in, and do the projects deliver by Christmas, right?
Yeah, for sure. What do ABC audiences love? They love Bluey, they love Hard Quiz, and they love Maggie Beer. She's got a new show coming up this year. Can you give me more details about that?
Oh, this is going to be a really moving series. I find this one hard to talk about without getting a bit emotional.
Wow.
Because it's one of these programs that I think only ABC can make in terms of really trying to create real life impacts, and I think take the audience on a journey that teaches them about something and helps empower us all to make change. So this program is a social experiment about transforming both the meals and the dining experiences in aged care homes in Australia. So Maggie herself was spurred on by the Royal Commission that revealed that 68% of Australians in residential care are at risk of malnutrition or are malnourished. And so she's pulled together a team, and she's going into actually aged care homes, and she's changing the menu. She's changing how they eat. It's inspiring, it's emotional. But yeah, it's something that affects so many Australians. So we're so excited about it.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, that looks absolutely awesome. Wow. All right, finally, the Olympics. There's a little thing called the Olympics that are coming up on Channel 9. Will the ABC be counter programming with event sort of stunt programming or repeats, or will programming just continue as normal?
Kind of a a little bit of everything. um, I think with the Olympics, we expect Australians to watch the Olympics, right? We're barracking for everybody, so we're not going to be launching big things up against it and the like. And also, we need to ensure that there are some alternates for people. Largely, what we'll do is ensure that we do a lot of binges in the lead up. So there's lots of content available if people want to watch it. We've also got a number of sports documentaries that we've made over the years, including Freeman and the like. So we'll lean into a bit of sport so people can be, continue that journey. But then, a lot of it will kick up again after Olympics.
All right. Well, such an array of programming, and everything is always on ABC iView, which is always voted by viewers as well, not just the streaming platforms, but viewers as the best BVOD service in the Australian market. So easy to navigate, and complete series of shows are offered up there before they've even screened on linear, which is a great for those binge people. I really appreciate your time, Roberta. Thank you so much for the chat, and best of luck for the rest of 2024.
Thanks for having me, Aaron.
No worries. Well, that was Roberta Allan, the ABC's head of programming, acquisitions and streaming, with the 2024 programming slate. So many shows to talk about and a great commitment to children's content and Aussie comedy and drama. Well, that's it for another TV Central One-on-One podcast. For the latest news, streaming information, ratings, and of course, podcasts, head to tvcentral.com.au. But for now, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks to Roberta Allan. Bye for now.